What's up, guys? I'm Chris Killian. We're here at San Diego Comic-Con, sponsored by Displate, and I am here with Gene Yang. Gene, hi. It's so nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Congratulations on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Thank
number
you.
13, which is available for pre-order now, I'm told.
That's right.
All right. Dude, Gene, you're such a legend already in the comic book industry. I mean, you've written for Superman, Shang-Chi. What makes the Ninja Turtles different than those heroes, and how are you approaching this new era of Ninja Turtles?
Well, I have a real heart attachment to the Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching the cartoon on TV with my brother when we were kids. I remember playing with the action figures. I remember stumbling across those old Eastman Laird black and white comics, you know, and kind of being blown away by both the grittiness and also the imagination. Like Ninja Turtles, like how would you even categorize them in terms of genre? They go into space, they fight demons. It's like everything, but it all still works together.
Are you prepared for how many people are going to ask you who your favorite Ninja Turtle is?
I have an answer already. All of us have answers.
Yeah,
to
we
that,
do.
Right?
We do.
all
What is yours?
So mine is Donatello.
Okay, why?
Mine is so first I think he's like the thoughtful one. And I also think it's badass that everybody else has metal in their weapons, but he does not, and he can still keep up with just a wooden stick.
I don't know if you've ever been hit by a wooden stick before, but it hurts.
Yeah, sure, but still, no metal.
That's true.
No metal.
It's true.
He's metal without being metal, right?
Okay, I like that. Yeah. I'm a Leo guy. I was the oldest. I've always was the most responsible. Blue's my favorite color. It made
everything
sense.
clicks.
Yeah,
everything
it was
clicks.
me.
That makes sense.
Now, were there any seeds from Jason Aaron's run that you wanted to build on starting at number 13, or did you come in with your own vision from the start?
Oh, absolutely. No, I love Jason Aaron's run. In fact, it's a little bit intimidating for me to be following him because I'm such a big fan of what he's done with the Turtles. One thing is I really love the way in which he reestablished the brotherhood between the Turtles,
Right.
because at the beginning of his run, they were all separate. And by the end, they're really bonded together again. So we're starting 13 off with them bonded that way. We're really emphasizing the fact that they're together again, and it feels really good to them to be together again. And then there's also without getting too spoilerly, he's writing to something really big, and it's something that we just can't ignore when we continue the story, right? So I'm hoping if everything falls into place that the folks who really love his run will feel like our run honors what he set up.
Dude, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited to pick up number 13. I was a huge fan of Jason Aaron's run. I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with it. So I'm just gonna fanboy out on you for a second and say that I'm super excited. Continuing on with fanboying, I have something for you to sign. There it is. Displates make your walls speak fluent fandom.
Look at that. Those are gorgeous.
These sleek metal posters feature official art from Marvel, Star Wars, DC, Star Trek, and tons more. We're talking comics, games, movies, anime, whatever you're into, there's a good chance Displate's got it.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this is so cool.
Class.
If you're a collector, you'll love Displates. Hanging and swapping is super easy thanks to magnets, and the metal design means they look awesome for years to come, especially with that juicy 3D texture print.
This lasts for so long.
This is really cool. Like this metal.
And it's so easy to mount on your wall.
We're giving away a bunch of signed Displates from our interviews at San Diego Comic-Con. Enter now for free with the link in the description. You can shop the entire Displate collection at Displate.com. Now, I've heard you say that your early comics were funded by Peter Laird himself. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that you're officially writing Ninja Turtles, I imagine this is a huge full circle moment for you.
It's amazing. I mean, I got my start as a self-publisher, and back in the 90s, Peter Laird had set up this Xeric Foundation that would give grants out to self-publishing cartoonists, because that's how he and Kevin Eastman started, right? It was his way of giving back to his roots. I applied for the grant. I got it. That's how I got into the Diamond Comics catalog, as a young cartoonist. So I kind of feel like the Turtles have always had my back, and now to get to work on them, it really does feel full circle.
That's so
amazing.
cool. Now, what's it been like working with Freddie Williams on this?
Oh, he's incredible. I think he has this perfect blend of cartoony flair, but then there's a serious emotional layer underneath, right? He's able to handle really fun, cartoony action, but also the really serious moments. So I think his crossover stuff, I think, is probably what he's most well known for. I'm a fan of all of that stuff, and I'm hoping that the script will kind of harness that energy, right? That like cartoony outer layer with a deep emotional core underneath.
Now, I have heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you guys are introducing a brand new assassin or a villain to the fold. So
That's right.
tell me a little bit about them
That's right.
and how formidable they're going to be for the Turtles.
I mean, that's one of my favorite things about the Turtles is that their rogues gallery is just as
Robust?
important. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
robust and it's like really interesting, right? Again, like they have villains from almost every genre. They have villains like karate villains, and they have space age villains. They have like, walking triceratops, which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
So we're trying to introduce something on top of that, right? We're introducing a masked assassin who kind of vacillates between being a villain and an ally. So the hope is that one of the driving questions is, what is this guy? Is this guy a good guy or a bad guy?
Now, was there any one particular character that you were most excited to get your hands on when it came to jumping into the Turtles universe?
I mean, I think it's the four turtles.
Yeah.
I think what I love the most, and sort of what Jason set up is the way he leaves the turtles allows me to write banter between them. I love the fact that Leo gets on Raph's nerves sometimes. I love the fact that Mikey is always like the happy one, and I love the fact that Donatello sometimes sits in the background and thinks, and kind of processes before he externalizes his story.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for the interview. We are sponsored by Displate, and we hope you enjoy the rest of San Diego Comic-Con.